Why planets are round unlike my beach ball collection. An exploration of why gravity shapes planets into spheres and why other objects in space don't have the same shape. You wish to know why planets are round, do you? It's a curious question, one that I've pondered many times while soaring through the skies of distant galaxies and watching the vast, endless dance of celestial bodies. The answer, like many cosmic mysteries, is as simple as it is profound. But before I unravel the secrets of the planet's roundness, allow me to tell you a story that goes beyond the shape of a planet and into the very heart of the universe itself. Now, you've probably noticed that planets, no matter how big or small, always seem to be perfectly round. They don't resemble my collection of beach balls, each one a little lopsided after too many playful kicks, nor do they have any sharp angles or corners. No, planets, in all their celestial glory, are smooth, spherical, and polished like precious orbs. But the question remains, why? What makes planets round? And why don't they look like the beach balls I have scattered around my lair? It all begins with a force, one that I have known for eons: gravity. Imagine, if you will, a great force pulling inward, like an invisible hand drawing everything towards the center. Gravity is not content with the planets being all squished and uneven. No, it wants them to be balanced, to be perfect spheres, drawing every piece of material inward until it all comes together seamlessly. It's as though gravity is gently caressing the planet from every direction, urging it to become a ball of harmony and balance. But let me not rush ahead. Let us start from the very beginning of a planet's life, when it is nothing but a cloud of gas and dust swirling around in the vast emptiness of space. You see, when a star is born, it sends out waves of energy, and in these waves, small particles of matter start to come together, drawn by the invisible thread of gravity. At first, these particles are scattered and chaotic. There is no order, no shape, just a swirling mass of gas, dust, and rock. It is in this chaotic cloud where the seeds of planets are sown. As time passes, the cloud begins to collapse in on itself, drawn ever closer by the force of gravity. And as the material gets closer together, gravity becomes stronger, pulling everything inward. At some point, gravity becomes so strong that it can no longer allow the mass to stay uneven. It begins to pull the mass inward from every side. The dust and gas are tugged towards the center, and slowly, a spherical shape begins to form. Think of it like this. If you take a lump of clay and roll it between your hands, the friction smooths it out, drawing it into a round shape. Now, imagine the force of gravity doing something similar, but on a much grander, cosmic scale. The more material that is gathered, the stronger gravity becomes, pulling harder and harder until the planet takes on that familiar round form. But it is not just gravity that creates a perfect sphere. You see, once a planet becomes large enough, the pressure inside it causes the material to become molten, allowing the planet to flow and reshape itself. The molten rock, metals, and gases are able to move freely, flowing into the most stable shape, a sphere. It's as if the planet is polishing itself, smoothing out any rough edges until it is perfectly round, like a gemstone in the hands of a master craftsman. Now, let me pause for a moment. You must be wondering, if gravity is so powerful, why doesn't it make my beach balls round, or any other objects, for that matter? Why doesn't the force of gravity take everything in the universe and mold it into perfect spheres? The answer lies in the size. You see, only objects with a certain amount of mass can become spherical under the influence of gravity. Smaller objects, like your beach balls, lack the mass and gravitational pull to shape themselves into spheres. Gravity, while powerful, doesn't work the same way on tiny objects as it does on large ones. For a beach ball or a pebble, gravity simply doesn't have enough pull to reshape them. But for a planet, which contains vast amounts of mass, gravity works its magic and molds it into the round shape we see. This is why the planets are round, and why they have always been round, ever since the moment they were born in the swirling mists of space. Gravity, in its patient and loving embrace, pulls them together, ensuring that they remain balanced, stable, and spherical. It is a process that happens slowly over millions and millions of years. But when it is done, the result is nothing short of breathtaking. A planet, perfectly round, spinning gracefully through the cosmos. I've seen many planets in my time, some large, some small, some fiery, some icy, but all around. Even the distant dwarf planets, like Pluto, wear their roundness proudly, for gravity has worked its magic on them too. They are all part of a grand, cosmic order, each one shaped by the same force that holds the entire universe together, gravity. So, next time you gaze upon the night sky and wonder why the planets look so perfect, remember the tale I've shared with you today. It is the force of gravity, the universe's most powerful sculptor, that draws everything inward and shapes it into a sphere. And though my beach balls may never achieve such perfection, I can rest easy knowing that in the grand scheme of the cosmos, they are but fleeting toys compared to the majestic, rounded bodies that dance across the heavens. Ah, yes, the planets are round, just as the stars are bright, and all things are shaped by the unseen hand of the universe, gently guiding them into place.